fast food.
I think it's disgusting.
Does McDonald's even sell real food?
Almost half of Americans admitted they do buy fast food at least once a week.
It is hard to eat out. It's hard to eat healthy.
1,330 calories, or 2/3 of the entire daily allowance for a woman.
Whoa. But what about the healthy fast food places like Chipotle, Cava, and Sweetgreen? They claim to be healthy alternatives to the everyday chains we love to indulge in from time to time. But are they really healthy? Whatever healthy means. I mean, it's kind of relative if you really think about it. The word healthy. And out of them all, which is the best? But keep in mind, I'm only going to be like going to restaurants that are in my local area. Like, I'm not going to be trying whatever obscure healthy fast food restaurant you have in your town of Hot Coffee, Mississippi. And that's a real place. So give me a break. I'm keeping it local for this one. And I'm only going to be going to places that everybody knows, like Chipotle.
Pinto beans, chicken please, and then corn, cheese, and lettuce.
Okay, so actually this bowl was free today because I had enough points accumulated over the last year to buy a free bowl. That's not gonna affect the rating. I just kind of wanted to flex on you for a second and tell you, yeah, I got points.
Now, I do want to clarify what kind of restaurants I'm going to be going to in this video. I'm going to be staying away from the classical fast food drive-thru restaurants like McDonald's, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, any of those places, because although they may have healthy options on the menu, they don't necessarily market themselves as being healthy restaurants. They market themselves as being restaurants with really, really good tasting food, and then for the minority of people that want the healthy options, we have 1 or 2 items for you. Actually, now that I think about it, all the restaurants in this video are the kind of place where you just walk through a line and then have the person put whatever items you want on your order. So I guess the real criteria is just that style of ordering. All done. If I remember correctly, the macros on my Chipotle order is like 700 calories, 50 grams of protein. I actually don't know how the macros of Chipotle are going to stack up to the competitors in this video, but I think they're pretty good. I mean, I think the macros are relatively clean. So, I don't know. A tier? A? I mean, I wouldn't call it S. Probably because I've had it so many times. Like, it's probably lost its allure. It's lost its novelty, but you never go wrong with Chipotle. Next up, Zoe's Kitchen. Actually, no, it's Cava. If you don't know, every Zoe's Kitchen, as far as I know, got taken over by this new Cava place, which is essentially Greek/Mediterranean Chipotle. Hi, can I get a bowl, please, with white rice and spinach. Okay, so Cava, a little more expensive than Chipotle, and I think just visually it looks like a little bit less food, but same kind of concept. We got a base, rice, chicken, some cheese in there, some greenery. Although the hummus here is kind of the curveball that they're kind of known for. I got harissa hummus and red pepper hummus. Now, hummus is not the healthiest thing. There's a lot of fat in hummus, and if I was trying to be healthy, I probably wouldn't have got the hummus. But the thing is you're kind of in line, and they're asking you, what hummus do you want? You're like, I don't know, the red one and the orange one. But then you look at the macros later on, and you realize, wait, there's 30 grams of fat in that hummus. And also, I do think that this Cava joint, there is a little bit of a adventurous quality that you have from coming here. Like, you feel like you're being cultured. I live in Texas, and so like Mediterranean Greek food is not a very common cuisine to find. So when you come here, you're like, you feel like you're, I don't know, better than everyone. Okay, so Cava. For Cava, I'm thinking we go with a solid A tier tied with Chipotle, because for me, they're kind of the same thing, just a little different combination of spices. But the fundamentals are the same, and although I feel like the serving sizes are a little bit smaller and the price is like a little bit higher, I honestly think maybe the flavors and just the overall like food itself is better. But with the other things, they kind of bring it down, so then it kind of brings it back up. So I'm tying it with Chipotle in the A tier. Jersey Mike's. Originally I wasn't gonna include sandwich places like Subway or Jimmy John's, but upon doing some further introspection and deep meditation on the topic, I kind of felt like, yeah, I mean, they're pretty healthy sandwiches, as long as you get the right stuff, you know, turkey, ham, I mean, those are some lean meats. And I'm going to Jersey Mike's rather than a Subway or a Jimmy John's because...
So there you go. Congratulations, Jersey Mike's.
You've done it!
Jimmy John's, you got 43. Jersey Mike's, 75.
Good Mythical Morning told me that they were the best out of the three, so in we go. Jersey Mike's, more like really busy for no reason on a random afternoon. Yeah, I was kind of annoyed. But while I waited, I was able to get some sick B-roll of them cooking up some meats on the grill there, and I also got some B-roll of them making other sandwiches, which looked a lot better than the one I was gonna get. There's my sandwich being made with the provolone right there on the bottom, and ham. Yeah. And I also really like the aesthetic of having the slicer right there in front of you, but I didn't necessarily love the look of that turkey. Okay, so kind of a sad sandwich, $12 for this sucker, and all I got on here, provolone, turkey, ham, bacon, no mayo, no sauce or whatever, no pickles, blah, blah, blah. It's probably gonna be really dry, but here we go. Yeah, that needs something. That needs a lubricant for sure. Water, does water count as a sauce? Now, this is probably the most anabolic thing I could have ordered. Everything else in there just seemed to be like a carb and fat overload. You know, 1,200 calories and whatnot. This is about as lean as I could go, to the point where I felt like I would actually be getting a decent amount of food. I really appreciated the freshly sliced aspect. They got the big slicer right there, and they throw the big old block of turkey, the turkey Minecraft blocks, and they put it on there and they slice it right in front of you. It really adds a layer of authenticity, and I don't know, just makes you feel good. Makes you feel like you're getting real quality stuff. Although, when you see that block of turkey and that block of ham, it kind of shatters that illusion. First half done. For the second half, I might just take the top half off. You know what I'm saying? And just go open face with it, because I'm just getting all bread. I want to taste that meat. Give me that meat, baby. That was a lot better. Open faced, definitely the way to go. But truthfully, I don't know if I would do that again. Like, in terms of actual the flavor, like, there was not a lot of flavors going on. I mean, you know how turkey and ham taste. They don't taste like a whole lot. They kind of just taste like water and ham juice. So a sub above, yeah, it might be a sub above Subway and Jimmy John's according to Good Mythical Morning, but subpar in comparison to the other places I've tried. And for 12 bucks, I would much rather go to, you know, Cava or Chipotle. So I'm putting that C tier, C, maybe D. Piada. Now, I've never been to a Piada before. I've only heard that it's like a Chipotle, which in turn should theoretically mean it's healthy, maybe? I don't know. I could be wrong. It's Italian, and I don't know how you make Italian healthy. Italian is just a pasta and a pizza and a... At Piada, you have the choice between a wrap, salad, or pasta. And on this particular day, I was feeling like some carbs, so I went for the pasta, but I wanted to build my own. And since it was my first time, I needed to get some help from the employee working there.
Let's see. So what are the pasta choices? Where am I looking? Am I looking somewhere? Okay.
And I can safely say that the bowl that I created with the help of that lovely girl working there that day was a monstrosity. Okay, so, After further inspection, I am not confident in the healthiness of this dense bowl of pasta. However, they do get extra points for having a $9 student special. And since I am a student, $9 for this amount of food is pretty solid deal. I got penne pasta, some marinara, some pesto, some spinach, some chicken, quinoa, tomatoes. It looks pretty good. We're about to dig in here. I'm gonna look up the macros and put them on the screen after the fact, but as of eating this, I don't know what the macros are. I'm gonna try not to let that affect its rating. Oh yeah. It's so rare for me to have pasta. Like, I never eat pasta because it's just so many carbs, but this is hitting hard. This is hitting hard. Okay, now that I've tried it, now that I've given it an unbiased taste test, I'm gonna look up the macros and I'll report back to you how I feel about it after knowing how many calories are in this. There's a lot of calories in the bowl I got, mainly from the pesto, mainly from the cheese. There's like 1,000 calories. I'm so sad that I did it, but it's finally done. The bowl's really done, I finished it. 1,000 calories are gone.
Okay, two things. Not as low calorie as I would have liked. 50 grams of protein, 50 grams of fat, like 80 something carb. Not necessarily, I mean, we're kind of pushing it on the healthiness classification. I could have ordered better. I was eating with my eyes. My eyes were bigger than my stomach. I was kind of looking at, well, that's not true. I'm always hungry. Actually, I don't even know if it was that great. I mean, pasta in itself is not very flavorful. And then, I don't know, I guess I'm not a big Italian person because I'm a small Italian person. No, I'm not Italian, actually. I think I'm Czechoslovakian. But yeah, I don't know if I actually even liked it that much. I mean, compared to Cava and Chipotle also in turn, if I had to choose between the three of those, Cava, Chipotle, Piada, I think Piada, no matter what, is always going third. So I think because of that, I think I'm actually have to put that in the B tier. And yeah. All right. Where are we going next? We're going
Mod Pizza. Now I know what you're thinking. Mod Pizza doesn't immediately strike you as like a healthy place, right? Because pizza's not healthy. Unless, of course, you're Papa John.
I've had over 40 pizzas in the last 30 days.
But this is where kind of the definition of healthy becomes a little subjective, you know? Because I could, theoretically, go right here, right across the bend here, right across the street to the Panda Express. But the thing about Panda Express is there's only one menu item that I could get there that I would consider healthy, and that's grilled vegetables and grilled teriyaki chicken. The rest of their menu is completely blasphemous in the name of healthy food. So Mod Pizza, if you really think about it, if you really look at the macros of the pizzas there, they're not bad, especially if you get a bunch of meat on it. And I don't know about you, but I'm a meat boy. That's what they actually used to call me, meat boy. My name is Parker. Okay, so this is gonna sound like I'm lying, but I think every time I've come to Mod, I've been misinterpreting how many calories are in a Mod pizza. Because I could have swore that it was only like 700 calories per pizza, but now the calories are saying it's like 1,000 calories per pizza, or at least per kind of pizza that I get, which means not only have I been overestimating my calories when I come to Mod Pizza every single time, this doesn't even really apply to this video. So,
hi, can I just get a bowl with grilled teriyaki chicken and just vegetables.
And what?
And super greens. Panda Express! Grilled teriyaki chicken and vegetables. That's it. It's only like 400 calories maybe less, depending on the serving size of chicken they decided to give me. Although I think it's safe to say that I was charming that lady working, so she probably gave me a healthy serving size. Bada boom, bada bang. Yeah. Give me those seed oils. Give me that vegetable oil. You know the real name for canola oil is RAPE seed. That's where canola oil comes from. But they called it canola oil because if they called it RAPE seed oil, I think it probably would have a difficult time selling itself. So this is literally just chicken and vegetables. If I didn't just eat an entire mod pizza, I would have gotten rice with this. But we gotta draw the line somewhere, you know? Speaking of that mod pizza, I'm gonna rate it anyway, even though I'm gonna call an audible here and just kind of say it's not really eligible for this ranking, but I am gonna still rank it S tier. But this you can't go wrong with chicken and vegetables. For $9 though, not necessarily very, very worth it, but in terms of cleanliness, health-wise, on the go, very, very wise option, I would say. And very delicious. The chicken here is so good because of all that MSG, baby. Oh, MSG, I love ya. So, kind of a last-minute inclusion. Wasn't expecting Panda Express to be part of this video, but here we are. You know, life happens. So I'm gonna throw that. I'm gonna throw it in the B tier only because the amount of food you're getting for the same price that you would get at like a Chipotle, for example, is a lot less. And also, because I've had this before many times, I know how it's gonna rip out my stomach later on because of all the oils they use to cook this stuff in. So, B tier Panda Express, and next we got
Sweetgreen. Can you read it? Sweet. I'm sorry, there's a lot of people here.
Feeling a lot of anxiety at the moment. This is a very populated area. This is the only Sweetgreen that I know of in this vicinity, so I'm having to take one for the team, and by team I mean I'm putting on a shirt. I'm going to try not to have a panic attack while trying to film in this very populated Sweetgreen. Let's get it.
Sweetgreen's one of those places that you forget they exist, and then when you remember they do exist and you end up going there again, you completely remember why you forgot they existed.
Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. There's a group of teenage girls that I've caught laughing at me a couple times. That's okay. I'm not affected by that. This is $14. It's about 50% spinach. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's chicken, rice, spinach, broccoli, carrots. This is probably the cleanest bowl so far, but you know what? Let me just try it.
Why'd you give me so much spinach? It wasn't very good.
Okay, that was riveting. So that meal was $14 and about 400 calories. Now, if I thought the Panda Express value was bad, that's egregious. I mean, I guess you're paying for the quality, maybe? You're paying for the cleanliness of the ingredients, the rawness of the ingredients, but boy, oh boy, do I feel ripped off. I mean, I'm better off just going to the grocery store and buying the raw ingredients myself and cooking them. Because then I'd make like 10 meals rather than one. But that's kind of the point of fast food. It's supposed to be something that you're supposed to get on the go. So I can't I can say that for every place I've tried today, really. I mean, the grocery store kind of wins in every scenario when it comes to value and macros, but well, I mean, the grocery store.
Sweetgreen D tier.
Yeah, I took my shirt off again. Now, I know what you're thinking. Parker, you gotta be pulling my chain right now. You gotta be pulling my chain. You can't consider the grocery store a fast food restaurant. Well, newsflash, the grocery store is fast, and guess what they have in here? Food.
But more specifically, protein. Because after that Sweetgreen meal, I'm still very low on protein for the day since it only had a measly 20 grams. So no, I'm not actually gonna count the grocery store as a fast food restaurant, but it is still a fantastic option if you need a quick, healthy, high protein meal. And it's especially efficient if you get this one special item.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Hot Ones, a show with hot questions and even hotter wings. I'm your host, Sean Evans, and today's guest, Parker Midas, award-winning YouTuber and comedian, and super jacked guy, and also super sexy, and also super handsome, and also super humble.
Rotisserie chickens are great if you struggle to hit your protein goals every day. And honestly, they do beat every fast food restaurant we've tried in this video in terms of affordability, accessibility, and efficiency. Because if you think about it, you can't get any healthier than just plain old chicken. But to answer the question I posed at the start of this video, out of all the healthy fast food restaurants, which is the best? Well, the unofficial answer is gonna be the rotisserie chicken. But the official answer, for the record,
Chipotle is the best. Sorry. Or, hooray!
there's a lot of calories in the bowl I got, mainly from the pesto, mainly from the cheese.